Welcome. It's lovely to have you here. My name is Karen Welding. I am the founder and director here at EYMaths, and I am delighted that you are interested in knowing more about impact. Impact is something I am incredibly proud of. It came about in my first year of running EYMaths when I set it up during the COVID pandemic in 2020. And the group has just grown from being great to being amazing, with many, many members who joined me there still with me. So I'm so excited to show you more and show you why they have been with me in many cases for nearly 5 years now. So impact is related to pathway, but the main difference is if you're somebody like I am that loves to learn, who wants to go all in, who doesn't want to sit on the sidelines and be wondering what's happening, but actually wants to know everything and wants structure and support so that you don't become overwhelmed by wanting everything, but you want to start to think about changing the way you think about maths and see the impact, hence the name, that you see others talking about in EYMaths. So it's all about you having the tools. It's about you having a sense of momentum that I will help you keep moving. It's about managing well-being and mental health. Particularly, we also do things on physical well-being as well. It's the complete package where I look after you, motivate you, guide you, support you, and enable you to thrive in a way as a professional that I hope you never thought was possible. It's so much more than maths. So let me give you a little bit of a tour and you can see for yourself. So here we are in the Impact Library. This is the main hub where everything happens, but you do get access to other things as well. Impact is a much more in-depth way of studying, as you heard me say in the introduction, and there is a lot more to it. So I spent a lot of time working out ways of making this really easy for you to access. So as you can see down the side, just like if you've had a look at the pathway tour, we have collapsible sections. And this first section here has been built with the impact members who were already with me. We're very conscious that when someone joins something new, they have really high expectations of themselves, and that can lead to lots and lots of overwhelm and then a paralysis, not knowing how to take that first step. So here are all the little guides to help you. One's even called the anti-overwhelm guide. Tells you what to do. It's a step-by-step guide, and there's even a mini study section, just these three areas here. And this is a place of safety to go into as a new impact member, not have to think about the big library to begin with, but go in, get moving, get to know the community, and know just how much support is available to you. When you've done that, this is where there's one of the biggest differences for impact members. What we describe this as is imagine a beautiful library, a physical building that you could go in. I'm thinking of the one in Birmingham. There's so many beautiful libraries all over the UK and across the world. And a library, of course, isn't something you would start reading at one end of the library and expect to read to the other end. That's not how it works. You go to the part of the library that you are interested in or you need some information from. And that's exactly what we've got here. So in this area called the vault, you go to the section that you're interested in. So it might be number sense, time, planning, shape. So all of the areas you'd expect and more. And you will click into that, and it's like picking a book off the shelf. So documentation here, which is a massive passion of mine, and not the documentation that makes you want to run away screaming, but the kind that really helps you understand the journey you're on, and more importantly, invites other people to be on that with you. So it's great for training, great for inspectors, great for senior leaders, academy leaders, and so forth. But here are the equivalent of the books. These are the training sessions that you can come in and watch. I click on one here. You can see how long they are. You can see if there's any downloadable resources here. And my advice is always just set 15 minutes. Just watch a bit. Yeah, you don't have to watch all of it. Hopefully, you'll love it and you'll want to watch more. But this is there. It's like picking up a book, reading a few pages. So you have a massive selection of resources there. You also have well-being because well-being is a massive priority for us. It's you cannot train somebody, you cannot have people come and learn successfully if they're not well themselves. So there are three different training sessions in there about there's a yoga session, there's something to help you evaluate what in your life you have control over and you don't. And we've been looking recently at perimenopause and menopause support because that affects everybody. It affects people in your family, it affects your partners, it affects your work colleagues. And if you're a woman, at some point in your life, it will affect you. And we're beginning to really understand how important it is to look at things like this and not ignore them when we're trying to help someone be their best. So that might be a surprise for you, but it's a really good example of what impact is for and how we approach your learning. So there is lots and lots of wonderful things in there. And just like Pathway, you also get to be invited to our wonderful Impact Lounge here, which is a Facebook group. So I'm going to take you in there next. So in Pathway, it's called the Virtual Cafe. And here in Impact, it is the Impact Lounge. And these names are very representative of what we are offering here. It's a really safe place. If you've done even the tiniest bit of training with me, you'll know I am a massive advocate of bringing a cuppa with you to everything because we want your brain and your body to be in a good place. We want you to see everything that we do as positive. I want you to be excited about it. It's not as something you must do. It's something you can't wait to do. And our members lounge is amazing. So not only will you have lots and lots of resources and places where you can, here we are, make people laugh, give them the energy they need when it's lacking. I'm recording this just before Christmas, but updates on what I've put in the library, things that I've shared recently, but a lot of things from the members. So Claire is a long-standing member, and here she is sharing an event that we might like to sign up to. This is a free event. We have got that Sean's session from the other day, the menopause session. We've got examples of people sharing, Louise here sharing how far she's come on her journey. So as you move through the group, you'll see there is every possible kind of conversation, people seeking help, people seeking support, people crying out for something where they're frustrated or they're upset and they need a safe place to talk about that, our wins, big and small, and just masses and masses of great things for you to look at. So another thing you can do, which is really helpful, is we've got this search button here. And if we go to, for example, calendar, if you're wondering about how to do calendars, you've seen the time training in the library, you've seen that we talk about circular calendars for the year or cyclical calendars. You'll see lots and lots of work that we do on these sorts of calendars, the visual calendars to do and countdowns and so forth. But this will allow you to see the posts that the members have shared. And then you can either click on that post, you could contact that member, you could go and talk to them about what they've been doing. But you can see this is a brilliant example of how Impact works. Impact is a very engaged group. There's a lot of conversations. It doesn't mean you have to be one of the people talking. You can be a listener. We talk about the fact that it's like a train and we've got the regular carriages where you are when life is normal, the usual ups and downs and challenges. And when life gets tougher, which it does for everybody, we move into what we call the quiet carriage, where we're still there, but we might not be talking on the group. We might not be coming to things that we'd normally come to. And that's fine. That is what being in a community is about. You can tell me about that. You can tell other members about that, or you don't have to tell anybody because the things that we've got, they don't go away. And whenever you need some support in moving from that quiet carriage back to that regular carriage, we are there for you. So just like Pathway, it is an incredible way to access the highest quality training within this supportive environment, to learn alongside others, to have unlimited access so you can study whenever it suits you. Whether you are a traditional teacher, an assistant, a childminder, a parent, a home educator, someone leading a local authority group, a head teacher, it's about investing in you. And it is the very, very best way to make sure that you love going to work, you love what you're doing, and you feel energized, supported, and passionate about teaching maths. So I can't wait to welcome you.